Hello, Taurus. My name is Tanya, and I'm going to be doing a month ahead read for you for March. I'm going to start out with an oracle card, switching things up this month. Really been enjoying this combo of cards and the layout. So let's see what your main theme or information is about March. We have mushroom. So this is what I'm getting for you related to mushroom is to find beauty in the muck, to find the growth in the muck, in unexpected places. Within decay, there is always beauty. Even though it doesn't feel like it, sound like it, look like it, there is some hidden treasure within your experience, within your environment. So you have a choice here. You can choose to only look at the decay, to look at what's, I want to say, rotting. And that could be the case. So we're going to go with that word. At what's rotting around you, what's falling apart, what's disintegrating. Or you can focus on what's coming out of that destruction, on the beauty that is being birthed out of the harshness, the decay. There's also this other thing where mushrooms are connected underground. I can't remember the word. I'm going to try and put the word out there, but I'm probably going to butcher it. The mycelium or something like that. There's this network underground where the mushrooms are all connected to the earth and the things that grow around it. And they're sort of, in a way, okay, the image I'm getting is that they go where they are needed, where the soil needs to be enriched in order to help other things grow. They also transmute or transmit messages and information long distances. So you may be getting some information from an unexpected source or that comes to you in a convoluted way, if you will, this month, in the month of March. At least it's seemingly convoluted. Somehow it gets to you and you're like, how on earth did they know that I needed this information right now? That I needed this support? It's all part of the universe, of the grand plan. I know that can seem trite, but it's supposed to happen the way it does. And it gets you in touch with somebody, it feels like, from your past that you'd kind of forgotten or, not thought about in a very long time. But they help bring you healing and help you clear away some of that decaying leaves and things that are obscuring the beauty that's coming out. And I think that has to do with yourself and changes or things that have happened in the recent past, possibly even the far distant past, but they've come up or have surfaced, if you will, more recently. And within that, there is some beauty to be had, definitely some growth to be had. But you are transmuting your own soil into something that's richer, where you can grow better, where you stand on firmer ground and have a stronger connection to who you are and who you are becoming. Okay, that feels complete now. Now let's pull your tarot cards. We'll see what supports that. You maybe hear my dog in the background. Sometimes she just, she's on her own little schedule. So let's see what the tarot cards have for Taurus for the month of March. Okay, we're starting out with the Five of Cups. Seems appropriate. And then we have the Ace of Cups, also appropriate. Followed by the Wheel of Fortune. There's a theme going. Death, strong theme. And the Four of Wands. Definitely a positive outcome. So this month is all about that processing of emotions and releasing some things that have been holding you back and healing from it, letting yourself heal from it, allowing that to happen. Because it's something you know, something you're comfortable with it. And when you let go of it, that makes room for something else to come in, which can be scary, which can be hard to do. And sometimes our own little egos may resist that because it likes the familiar and it gets fearful of change or can be fearful of change. So it's having that discussion, having that conversation with your ego to find out where is the fear coming from, what's happening there, and helping it heal and recover so that you can change or to ease the transition. So I'm starting out here with the 5 of Cups. That's where a lot of this is coming from. Cups are about our emotions and also about our intuition. And fives indicate challenges, complications, um, a test by the universe, if you will, to see if you're really ready to move on, if you're really ready to put something behind you in this case. We can see here this little squirrel is focused on these 3 acorns, their representation for cups, in front of him. They're not repairable. They can't hold things anymore, right? There's no energy left in them, not from what they can see. It's something that's already happened. They can't go backward and undo it. What's done is done, but they keep focusing on those things. They're putting all their energy on the regret from breaking them, the regret from losing them, instead of looking for some new cups, for something that can help them move forward and take up where they left off or start over again. But as long as they keep obsessing over the broken things, they can't move on. And I think that's where Spirit has a message for you here. As long as you keep focusing on what happened in the past, on the emotions tied to this thing that happened in the past, where you can't let go of it and you keep bringing yourself back to that moment where there was pain, where there was anger, where there was shame, where there was guilt, whatever it was, you keep coming back to that. And it's sucking your energy away from the present moment. It is not allowing you to move on. This is where you need to take steps to let go of that moment in time, to release that broken dream, that torn relationship, whatever it is, you need to find a way to let it go and turn your attention to what's around you now, to what you have with you now, to look at the support that's around you, to look at the things that you have built up, to focus on the positive things, and maybe focus or understand the lessons that you learned and how it changed you and how it impacted you moving forward, and maybe even let go of some of that. If you're holding on to some old behaviors as a result of that, this moment of what you had to let go, it may be time to reassess that and take a look at that and free yourself from that. Free yourself from those things that don't apply to who you are now. You're a different person at this point in your life. It is okay to look forward and stop looking back. It is okay to move on with your life and grow and thrive out of the decay that maybe have been in your past. To rebuild your life. You got this. And it looks like we do, like you do move on, you do take steps forward. The Ace of Cups is about new beginnings. It's still cups, so this is related to your emotions, how you feel about things, your intuition even. There's this sense of blossoming, of rising up out of the muck and becoming a new person, a fresh attitude, a fresh feeling. It's like you're seeing the sun for the first time, or a sunrise or a sunset, and just amazed at its beauty, at how it makes you feel. It's rediscovering the joy of our life, rising out of the muck. What is that flower? The lily pads, the flower on it. I don't know why I can't remember that. I don't think it's a lily, but they rise up out of the muck. This thing of beauty is created out of the slime and the muck that falls down to the bottom. And you are that beautiful thing rising out of the muck. And it feels good. You feel lighter even, and much more hopeful now about the future. Drawn back to the mushroom here with the words recycling and breaking down problems. So it could be that you do need to break down this thing from the past, but try to break it to see it more logically than emotionally. Try to disconnect the emotions from the event. And it could be that you write down, okay, number one, this was one of my understandings and beliefs. Number two, this is what happened for this. Number three, like break it down if you need to in order to understand it better, to help you move past it. And try to take, and this, it will not be easy, but try to remove the emotion from the facts or what was actually happening. And then try to flip the script and look at it from different viewpoints, if that's what you need to move past it. That's not going to work for everybody. But if you can understand or try to understand sometimes where the other person might have been coming from, honestly, there's not much you can do. You can't change it, right? So this might be a wasted effort. This would be something that, again, stop hyper focusing on from the past and just let it go, because it doesn't serve you now. So maybe if that's what you've been doing, is that hyper focus on those hurtful things from the past, try to turn your attention to where you are now. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. And I feel like this is where recycling now is going to come in. The Wheel of Fortune is a major arcana card, and it's about evolution. It's always moving. It's always moving forward. You do swing around the back side again, but that's because you're coming again back up out of the muck and healing so that you can move forward again. So depending on what side of the wheel you see yourself, this is kind of a half glass full, glass half full, glass half empty moment. How do you see it? Where are you now in your cycle of processing this and releasing things? Allow yourself to have that flow, but don't get stuck down there in the muck. Let yourself rise out of it. Allow yourself to move on. Allow yourself to forgive yourself if that's what's needed. But leave all the muck in the muck and rise above it. This is also card 10, which is about endings. So definitely the ending of a long cycle, a long way of believing, an attitude that you've carried forward since this incident in the past. It's that you're ready to let go of that because you gain a better understanding of yourself. And there's growth for you emotionally once you're able to release it. You rise above it. And then we have the Death card, another major arcana card. And this is literally about transformation, about evolving, about releasing everything that you once were and embracing the new you. It's like a moth or a butterfly in that chrysalis. You're that goo. You're that goo that is in the middle of transforming. You're no longer the caterpillar inching along. Slowly, slowly, you're turning into that butterfly or that moth that can soar and fly off and beautiful, just beautiful. Embracing your beauty, your unique charm, who you are now, post transformation. The possibilities are incredible. And then we're moving on to the Four of Wands. This is about celebrating. This is about celebrating a major milestone in your life or somebody else's life. This could be a wedding, an engagement, a birth, a new job, retirement. But this is celebrating where you're at now with the people that are around you now. The people you love, the people that support you and that you support. But it's a time of celebration, reclaiming your life, reclaiming your space, reclaiming your energy, and focusing it on the positive things and the things that you love. Let's see what we have on the bottom of the deck. It's a beautiful, beautiful ending. The World. This is the last card in the major arcana as the Fool makes his way through the whole thing and meets every card along the way, every person experience along the way. The World is the final card. The Fool has now learned all of the lessons, gained the skills and the knowledge they need to go out on their own now. You're feeling fresh and new by the end of this month. The world is opened up to you in a way you've never had it open up before. And where you go next is up to you. You're not tied to the past anymore. You're making your future. So just take those steps forward. Be that fawn and light the way into your future. You're out of the muck now and able to live off of the bounty that comes from the decay, from the, what is the word? Hold on, it's coming. It is like recycling, but it's not recycling and it's involving the earth. I can get the word. Compost. Compost. And you've created that rich, dark, beautiful, nourishing compost out of the decay that was your life. And now anything is possible. Now you can thrive in this environment and support yourself on your journey forward. Yes, that is what I have for you, Taurus. Please hit that like button and please hit subscribe to help me grow my channel and achieve one of my dreams. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.